Okay, y'all, welcome to another episode of Beyond Normal with Mya Lamis. And y'all already know, this podcast is made for everybody who know that being normal is not enough. And today we have a wonderful guest. She is an author, an actress, a mom, a wife. Listen, she wears so many hats, it's crazy. But I have Miss C.D. Hyson.
Hey y'all, doing well. I'm so excited to be here today.
I'm excited to have you. And I know some of y'all like, she looked familiar. She was in the group podcast episode that we did because remember we did the movie this summer. So listen, when I say this lady can act, okay, she get into character and she do not play. But we're not talking about the acting skills today. Today she has her author hat on and we're talking about her lovely book, I Lied for You, okay? And if you haven't read it, tell them where they can find it.
Oh, you can go into CD Hyson, that's HYSON Gumroad, GUMROAD.com, and you can purchase my books there.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, congratulations on the book.
Thank
Yes.
you. I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so on your new book, I Lied for You, how are you feeling now that it's out into the world?
Originally, I shrunk.
Mm.
I shrunk. Even though I worked on this book for probably about 7 years. And it had been prophesied to me, release the book. And so the reason it took me so long was because I was reliving the trauma that I went through, right? So thank God for a strong husband who would hold my hand and be like, baby, it's okay. He said, put the keyboard down, close it up, and it's okay. And so it took me a long time to write it because of that, right? So I finally released it. The devil played on my mind. He was like, don't nobody want to read that. Why would you even release that? Who are you to even release a book? You know how many authors out there? You know how many people wrote books about what you wrote your book about?
Mm-hmm.
So I shrunk.
Trying to stop you from releasing your truth.
I'm telling you, I had a case of books in my closet on the floor for 2 weeks before I said anything about it.
Like a case of finished books?
Yes, printed books.
Wow.
Yes. So God rebuked me. The Holy Spirit checked me and said, what did I tell you to do? I wouldn't give you something for naught. So I released it, and now I'm like, God, I thank you. It's humbling. It's just very humbling, and all the feedback that I've received, even from you.
Because it's a really good book.
Thank you.
It really is.
Thank you.
Like, I read it, y'all. First of all, it's a quick read. Let's start there. But it's not a quick read if you're like an emotional person, because I was like, oh, I got to put this down because my blood is starting to boil. I want to go find some people and do some things.
I know, right? I felt that way too, and it's about me.
Oh my goodness, it was definitely, you did amazing.
Thank
so
you.
for those just discovering you, can you tell us a little bit about who you are, both as an actress and as an author?
Who I am, that's a hard question to answer, because I don't really talk about myself like that, I'm a talker, don't get me wrong. I would chat about you down. But who am I? I'm God's woman, first of all.
Okay.
I love God more than anything, and I have not been saved all my life. So to find him is to find joy and to find peace, right? So I'm God's woman. I am a mother. I'm a grandmother. Y'all, I am 53. Just turned 53 this year, so praise God for that.
Black don't crack.
Not at all, girl. Smooth skin.
Okay.
Yes.
Because every time I see her, she looks good. Okay.
That's God.
Even one time I seen you in sweats and a t-shirt, and she looked like a little kid.
Yeah, thank y'all.
And she's over 50.
Over 50, y'all. And you can't guess your age either, so not at all.
Who, mine?
Yeah, not at all.
I'm low key young, a little bit.
Yeah, you're real young, baby. I'm your mother. No.
But I was gonna say, my mama about a year or two older than you.
There you go, right? So, I'm an advocate for men, women, children, anyone who has been traumatized, anyone who is walking through their healing, anyone who has not even been introduced to their healing. Because some people don't know
that they need healing.
You don't know that you're hurt and that your actions speak, I'm hurt. Right? So I'm an advocate.
But see, that's the thing. Most people really don't know that they're hurt. And that's why a lot of people react the way they do. And just every day in the world. Like, say, for instance, if we go down the street and, I accidentally step on somebody's shoe and they just flip out over a shoe.
Over a shoe.
I know after therapy, because the old me would flip out with them. But the new me is like, you're not really mad about that shoe.
Right.
You probably struggled as a kid, and then now that you're an adult, you over love the things that you worked hard to get for yourself, and that's trauma you need to work on. Because ain't no way I'm going that crazy over a shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's people, they don't know that they have that trauma in their heart. So
because we suppress it. We suppress it because in our culture, right? I don't know about anyone else. I can only speak for our culture, right? What goes on in the home
stays in the home.
Stays in the home. And we don't sit on anybody's couch. They want you to go see your pastor. And there's nothing wrong with that. I talk to my pastors all the time, right? But you need professional help. And even if you just go one time, the first time I went to go see a therapist, I was like, I'm just going to go in here because everybody keeps saying I need to go. So I'm just going to see what it's about. I can't really speak against it or for it if I don't know about it, right? So I sat on the couch, and she looked at me.
I'm trying not to cry.
Right.
Go ahead.
And she looked at me, and she said, so, tears.
Girl, tears.
Baby.
Tears about to start falling down because
I see it.
I can recall my first time going to a therapist, and I knew I needed therapy simply because
it's all right, baby.
I found myself being mean to my kids. No, I wasn't like abusing my kids, but it was like, why are you talking? Shut up.
Right.
I'm just so overly angry with my kids, and they not doing nothing but being kids. And I'm like, okay, I've always had anger issues. I've always been told I had anger issues. I'm always quick to be angry, but why am I so angry? Why?
There's a source. There's a source. And you have to identify that source. Even if it scares you to walk that line, even if it scares you to remember. See, for me, like I covered this in my book, I blocked a lot of what I went through. A lot of the trauma. I blocked it, right? I blocked it.
Thank you.
I blocked it, and because you know they coming.
I blocked
Oh no,
it. I don't edit nothing out. We good.
Yeah. I blocked it, right? I know, right? You're gonna be in this clip. So I blocked it, and I really believe that God blocked a lot of it. It wasn't just me, but God blocked a lot of it because I wouldn't have been able to handle everything that took place in my life. And sometimes when you recall, you regret and you regress.
I didn't know this was going to be one of them episodes.
Yes,
I didn't know. Why are you doing me like this?
Listen, it's good. It's food for your soul.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's one thing I want y'all to know. Listen, cry it out. Scream it out.
Kamara know I'm avoiding her because she already said she owe me a hug.
Yes.
And I know I'm going to cry.
Yeah, and it's okay. Listen, we're going to cry. We're going to snot it up together. That's what we're going to do. That's what this is about, right? We real. You got to be real. You can't.
You got to.
You got to be real. And realness is what going to get you through. It's going to help you. It's going to help you grow, right? Because you have to be healed. You have to walk through your healing. Right? Hurt people. But healed people help others heal. So how can you help those men and women that are waiting for you?
Don't you start. I'm interviewing you.
I know.
I'm interviewing you. Don't you start this right now.
How can
not Kamara made it to the clock yet.
How can you help others heal if you're not healed? Walking around mad, angry, triggered, and you don't even know why you were triggered. You smelled a scent that the molester had on that triggers anger, and then you were snapping at somebody. you hear somebody who sounds like an adult who was aggressive with you and abused you verbally or physically, and you snap. That's hurt.
That is hurt.
That's hurt. So healed people help others get through their healing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't heal you, but I can help you get there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I walked that walk. I was molested. Right?
We told y'all, and the book gonna make y'all so mad.
I was told by a loved one, somebody who I cherished, at the age of 11, that I was ugly, so get out the mirror. You're ugly. Why are you even in the mirror? You don't look like your sister.
The comparison that goes on in families,
Yes.
gotta stop.
Yeah.
It has to stop.
It has to.
Because when you say stuff like that, you may think you just saying just saying something to a kid, and you could be being mean, or you could not be being, but that goes a long way.
Yes.
That travels with kids for the rest of their lives.
Rest of their lives.
Certain nicknames you give travel, certain just mannerisms, or just putting one over the other.
Yeah.
That travels.
Yeah, it does. It does. And that it brings me back to the book, I Lied for You. Okay, so why I lied for you? I lied to myself to survive. But I didn't start out like that, right? I was called and labeled a liar. My family, they go, Clarissa, she lying again. They didn't believe anything that I said. So because you didn't believe me and you want to label me a liar, oh baby, I was the best liar. I perfected that thing. Okay, I had girlfriends calling me when they cheated on their boyfriends. Girl, what am I going to tell them? Tell them this. I was a business. You needed a lie, you would call me.
You know what?
Girl.
Clarissa Line Consultant. You could have made some money out of that. We need a good lie.
Right, we did, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't y'all lie, okay? Don't capture that and try to foster it. No, don't even adopt it, okay?
Yeah, no, don't start a lie.
Don't start a lie in business.
You got to remember the lies you tell.
Yes, and that's the whole thing. The lies that I told, because I wanted to perfect the lies, they intertwined with my life, and I didn't know where the lies began and the truth began. I couldn't tell the difference. Sometimes my memories are like, did that really happen? Is that a memory? Is that a true memory? Sometimes I couldn't tell. I don't remember birthday parties. I don't remember a lot of happy times.
Oh, man.
Everything before the age of 13 is gone. And some of the things between 19 and 22 are gone. And I don't know if that's because of the abuse. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if that's because of that. Now, I'm not saying I was abused between that time span, but they're gone. They're gone.
It's being suppressed.
Yeah.
Most likely for a reason.
Yeah.
It's being suppressed.
But
Something happened during those times.
Yeah, but even so, I don't even remember all of my children's first. You see what I'm saying? So there's a blockage there. And I plead the blood of Jesus against it, and I'm believing God for a total recall. But I only want total recall if he knows that I can handle it. Because if I can't handle it, I don't want to remember it. I do not. I wish I did remember some of the things that took place with with him. Him is in the book.
Yeah, we're gonna get into him.
Yeah, we're gonna get into him.
We definitely are gonna get into him because.
And we just went all the way around. We probably answered some of the questions that you had, right?
You probably did. I don't know. That's how I'm going through it. So, what inspired the title "I Lied for You"? It's such a powerful and intriguing phrase.
God dropped that in my spirit. Because I lied to myself for myself to make it.
I do have a question about the title because the title and reading the book, it does coincide with a lot that's going on with the book. But my question is, I lied for you. Were you lying for yourself or were you lying for him?
For me.
I
lied for you. I am the you.
Got it. That's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, because
Yeah.
technically it go with both because you did
Yeah.
lie to yourself to,
Mhm.
you know, be able to keep.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too much in the book 'cause they
Yeah.
got to go read it.
Yeah, I get to read it.
But you did.
Buy the book.
Buy the book, okay?
And
Send
right,
me the link to put in the
I
description,
will.
too.
I will. And actually, right now, because October is Domestic Violence Month, the book is originally priced $25, but it's $15.
Okay.
And so, depending on when you post this, right?
It'll be Monday.
Right. I'm going to extend that 2 weeks into November.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah. So, buy the book. You will be blessed. And buy one for someone else who is going through or you suspect is going through. Right. That you
Oh, I
suspect.
got a question about that later.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
it is important because it tells your story, but it's also a healing book, a book about how to get through that trauma, even though, you know, you're dealing with it. Because when you're in it and the people around you kind of suspect, like, how is that? Like, how do you...
Okay, so there's one instance where my dad and him came to where I was living, right, with the professor.
Okay.
And
that was in the book.
This is in the book. And so they confronted me. I denied it all. I was like, don't come up in here. I got mad. Who do you think you are?
That's what happens a lot, though.
Yeah.
You try to protect the abuser.
The abuser.
Which is... go ahead, because I got so many
right.
questions.
I know, right? We're gonna get to that. But it doesn't matter what they see, right? My family, my friends, they saw the bruises. They saw the swollen lip, right? They saw the bruises on my neck. They saw all of that, right? But I never once professed it out of my mouth that I was a victim. That he was doing this to me. Never once. Because he is all the love I knew. I didn't have anybody else. Me and my family, yeah, could I have gone home? Yeah, but was that even better at the time?
Because sometimes you can't count on your family.
No.
Especially when your trauma comes from your first
trauma comes from your family. Yeah. And that's actually one of the reasons I really didn't push this out, because some of my trauma did come from my family. But it's like you are afraid to put that out there because of the repercussions.
We just talked about
this.
Yes,
we did. Which, like, you hit home with that, right? So the reaction, how they gonna feel? Okay, well, you're part of it. You may not remember it that way, right? You may not remember saying those things to me, or doing those things to me, or acting that way around me, or towards me. Your perception is different from mine, because I'm in it, right? I'm in it. You are actually on the outside of where I am, and I am on the outside of where you are. You may feel like my behavior warrants this type of action. That's your perception.
Which I can't stand when people say stuff like that, because my behavior does not warrant somebody to treat me bad.
Right. But see, even when it came to, like, my dad, right? He was the one who enforced discipline, right? My dad was, I'm getting you with a switch. He lit us up. He used to have switches in the corner, right? I don't know why he would do that. Maybe as a reminder of what I'll do to you, right? So, but he only knows and knew what he knew. What did his parents do?
Yeah.
You talking about coming out of a season of slavery, where you were called everything but a child of God. Where you are degraded because you are a black man or a black woman. You're less than. Right? So, as an adult, I can go back and say, I don't know what he went through or what she went through to make her feel like this was the right way. Because ultimately, as a parent, first of all, you don't want to be your parents. I'm never going to do or treat my kids like my parents treat me. That was the one thing I said.
I didn't want kids for that reason.
Right.
I did not want kids. I wanted to be the fine auntie traveling, and I just come pick my nieces and nephews up.
And then drop them
back off and go about my life. I did not want kids because I did not want to be like my parents.
I didn't want children either. And it wasn't because I didn't want to be like my parents. I like money, and children cost. But I was
that
the first
too,
one.
but I didn't want to be like my mom.
Yeah.
I didn't want my kids to feel how I felt
Yeah.
towards my mom. I didn't want my kids to feel how I feel because of my mom.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to put that trauma on somebody else.
Exactly. And so it's like with perception, right? My parents, I tried to talk to my parents about how I felt at one point in my life, right? But they didn't see it my way. And I didn't get mad about it. I said, okay. I never talked to them about it again. And the reason I didn't talk to them about it again was because you're never going to see it from my point of view. So let's just agree to disagree. Because they're the parent. And what I say goes. I'm doing this.
Some people need to, that was a word right there, because some people need to learn that. Like you know, just agree to disagree. And because I was that person, I'm going to argue with you. You're going to see it my way.
Right. Exactly.
You're going to see it my way.
Because I'm right and you're wrong. I'm the parent. Right? I'm the parent. Don't you talk back to me. Shut up. Don't you hear me talking to you? Answer me. You know what I'm saying? It's confusing, right? It's confusing. So they put us through all that because that's what they knew. That's what they were taught. And so we try to be better parents. Right?
Most definitely.
But are we? If we think back on our lives.
I just made a post about this the other day. I think we are better parents, and the reason I say that is because a lot of us are too hard on ourselves. We feel like we're not doing as much as we should be doing for our kids. When you sit back and think about it, a lot of us are doing more than what our parents did. We're doing better than what our parents did. Like people, I'm a little bit of old school and new school when it comes to parenting, because you will respect me. I'm your mother, but at the same time, my husband taught me this. My kids are 5 and 8, and you know how back in the day, our parents, or maybe you, because you my mama age, be like, "Hey, come get the remote."
Yep.
And you right there next to the remote. My husband explained to my kids that you have a choice, and he didn't do that. And me being raised the way I was raised, I'm like, you got these kids being so disrespectful. But when he explained it to me, he was like, no, give them a choice so that they know they have a choice in life. When we, as parents, make them feel like they don't have a choice, when they go out into life, they feel like they also do not have a choice when it comes to how they dress, how they, how they wear their hair, or the type of job, or even having to get a job. They feel like they don't have choices because they were told what to do their whole life. So if we raise them knowing that they have a choice, then they know when they get older, they're never going to be stuck at a dead-end job that they don't like, because they have a choice to move. And then at first I didn't get it, because I'd be like, hey, Maddie, you'll come put this in the trash. And she'd be like, Mommy, I really don't feel like it. I'm like, oh, you're so disrespectful. Right. And he's like, she has a choice. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. But that's teaching them how to make choices.
Yeah, and it's generational, but you also have to know that line.
Right.
Because if I tell you to go to bed,
go to bed. Yeah, you don't have a choice with that.
So it's whatever hat you're wearing in the moment. And one thing I do want to say, y'all, we are not our children's friends. There's no way in the world I would tell my children all my business. I tell my friends my business, right? I overshare with my friends. I would never do that with my children.
I don't tell my kids everything, but I do. I tell them more than my mom told me.
Right.
So I tell them, like, if they want something from the store, and I'm like, okay, well, this costs money. Mommy does not have money. I'm not going to make you think, because my daughter one time came out of my mouth and said, Mommy, we're rich. And I'm like, who told you that? Like, where did you get that from? So now I try to explain, even though they're young, I try to explain finances to them. Like, okay, this is how much the mortgage costs. Yeah, you don't need to know these things, but I need you to know that we pay a lot of money for you to live the life that you live. So you can't get upset every time we don't have it, when you can't get what you want.
Right. You don't have it for that.
Right.
Right. You
Right.
don't have it for that.
So I kind of overshare with my kids, because that was more than what my parents did. They'll just tell me no, and I'll be like, well, I see you done bought a purse, or you did this, and you can't buy me no ice cream? Like, what is going on?
Right.
So
but it's generational.
Yeah.
It's generational. It's generational. But I'm going to go back to where we're talking about how we label our children, right? And I lied for you. I explained, like, my parents, they labeled me as a liar. That traveled all throughout the family. So everybody knew that Clarissa was a liar, right? That's what they called me. That's what I answered to. And I believe that this is the reason that 2 family members felt it very comfortable to molest me.
Yeah, because nobody believed the liar.
Nobody would believe the liar. Words matter.
They do.
Who you talk to matters. And the people who did that to me, I would have never thought, growing up, they were my faves, that they would do that to me. Right? So be very mindful of what you're calling your children, and even how much you share with other people. It's okay to vent.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to go to, your sister or whatever and just be like, hey, I really need to talk this out. I don't know what to do. She's acting like this. The question that you want to ask is why.
Mm-hmm. Because it's always
Why?
an underlying reason.
Always.
It's always. And back to what you were saying, you definitely want to watch it, because when you tell your kid they're dumb their whole life, I got a friend who she's triggered by people calling her dumb, and that's because her parents called her dumb growing up. And then when we got to like high school, she started calling herself dumb. And by her calling herself dumb, she just thought she wasn't going to be smart enough to graduate high school. Like, so she dropped out. But that all stemmed from the trauma of her family saying how dumb they thought she was, that she started to believe it herself. So y'all watch what y'all say to y'all kids, because it travels.
Yeah.
It definitely travels.
Call them what you want to see. Hey, lawyer. Hey, doctor. Hey, man of God. Hey, woman of God. Hey, you so strong. Oh, you so smart. They soak that in, and they believe it.
That's why I tell my kids every day, you so beautiful, you so handsome, you smart, you intelligent, you can do whatever it is you want to do. You got this.
Yeah, I just got to the point, I'm 53, when I was 45, where I realized I don't need anybody to validate me. At 45.
I'm not even going to lie, I'm 32 and I still need, sometimes, I feel like it.
Right.
Sometimes. And it's not even, technically it would be validation, because it's like, oh, I guess I just want to be seen. That's what it is. Like, just acknowledge that you see my efforts. Like, not saying, oh, I know you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, well, that's a whole nother topic.
Well, coming next time.
So how did you find the strength to turn your pain into purpose?
My source is always God. And a great support system. My husband is the best. He is the best. He is my king. Y'all, let me tell y'all this. When I met him, right, and we really started to get to know each other on a different level, right, here's my taste for something. You know how you go to the refrigerator, and it's like you open it up, and I'm like, I got a taste for something. I don't even know what it is. But when you get it, you're like, it's so good. He's so good. He treats me like the queen that I am.
Yes.
He is my king. I've never known love like that. Never.
Oh, man.
And for most girls, their daddy is their first love. Now, I was a daddy's girl, right? But that's a different type of love. I never knew how to receive love. And that's in the book, too, the professor. He showed me that I'm going to show you what it means to be catered. I'm going to show you what it means to be loved, because love is an action word. And he showed me that not only am I worthy of the love, I deserve it. I mean, we have the agape love, right? The love of God. But I never knew what that. I get butterflies even when he walks into the room now.
That's so sweet.
And we've been married for 15 years.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And sometimes I look at him when he's sleeping. I'm like, God, I just love you. I'm so blessed. And have I always treated him right? No, because when we got married, I was still hurt. I had a lot of luggage. My weight on my shoulders but this helped. It helped, and he helped me. So there is love after trauma. There is love after hurt. There is healing, if you want it. If you want it. And that's it. And that support, even my children support it. I told them to never read my book. Ever. I don't want them to read it. Even though they went through it. Could you take that if it was your daughter?
I would be upset. So I'm gonna come from instead of the parent. I'm your child.
Mm-hmm.
Still watching others grow while you're stuck on the sidelines? Well, that ends today, okay? My ebooks break down how to grow your platform fast. And I also have 5 proven ways on how to make passive income. And if you keep getting in your own way, that's what my coachings are for, to help you elevate, shift your mindset, and actually move. So make sure you click the link in my bio to download the ebooks, book a session, and change your life. Real growth is waiting, but it won't wait forever. Let's go. So coming from, I would say being your child reading that, I would wish I would have been more aware to maybe try to help, but then that kind of wouldn't help back then. So it would really, I would say because you have boys, it would make them look at you as a stronger person, because you fought hard to keep your family together. You did. No matter what was going on, you wanted to keep, no matter how many times if you was able to get away, you went back for the sake of keeping your family together. And for that, they would admire your strength. I would say that. Now, would they look at their other parent a little different? They may.
Right. And seeing that, my oldest son, he lived it with me. Because him was abusive towards him.
Got it. Was it because of how he is now? Or?
Because he's gay?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know if you wanted to share that.
Oh, we can share it, yeah.
So it was because he was trying to beat the gay out of him?
Yeah. Yep. And I didn't name my oldest one after him because he was a jerk. You know, like, I'm not giving you a
jerk.
No, I'm not naming him after you. And that's why our youngest one is named after their father.
Got it.
Because we were married. So I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you your junior. Right? So, and my oldest one doesn't regret that. I told him why. He's named after my great-grandfather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So I have a question, because something in the book confused me a little bit.
Talk to me.
So, the professor did what he did, and then you got back with him
before we were married.
Before y'all was married. And then when him was acting stupid, you called the professor.
I did call the professor.
Okay, because I was like, wait a minute, I thought we got away from him. Why don't we call him? He was doing stuff too.
Yes, so I don't know if you recall, but a year or 2 after he and I had separated, right?
He did say y'all had a conversation.
We had a conversation,
apologized.
and he apologized. He was 2 years out of prison, right? Before we got together. Yeah, he was a roughneck.
Okay.
Right? And I was the first one he'd ever loved like that.
Sometimes love can be scary.
It absolutely can be, especially if you're not used to it.
If you're not used to it and you don't know how to properly love somebody.
Exactly. And that was the thing, right? So with me, I wasn't mature. I didn't know what a relationship looked like. Even with David, right? I cheated on him with his cousin. The other person that I named in there, the ones that
put his name in there?
I did put David's name because nobody knows who David is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
That's the only name
now
that
you did. Now I did see some cheating in there. I said,
I was a dirty.
I ain't gonna say you didn't deserve what you got.
No, but I did. I cheated every opportunity that I got, and it's because I thought he was cheating. I cheated on David because he was the first person that I had any kind of feeling for, and I didn't know what that feeling was. First of all, let me just say that. It's before my children, right? So, and I went from relationship to relationship to relationship. There's never a break. I had to have somebody in my life, and it's a pattern that I didn't even realize until I got remarried, right? Relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship, and all of them weren't even long relationships. Some of them was sex because I need you to pay my rent. Some of them were sex because I need you to buy food for me and mine, right? So it was a transaction. That was a hoe.
You wasn't a hoe.
Honey, if you open them legs to get something, whether it's money.
Then if that's the case, married women, we hoes too, because we give it to even though they our husbands, but sir, you gonna pay these bills. I'm gonna give you a little something, but you gonna pay these bills.
Absolutely not.
No.
So if you are married, right, and your husband is only taking care of home because you giving him what is rightfully his anyway, because it is, According to the word, and I know you don't agree.
I was about to say, because it's on my body.
Right, but you are his and he is yours, right? It is a covenant. Understand that. You may not agree. You might be the modern wife, but honestly, if you are a woman who believes in God and serves God, okay, we're not their property.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I think that's where I was hearing wrong.
I'm not your property. You do not own me. But we have a covenant before God.
Okay.
And I'm not going to deny you or withhold from you because you're not doing something for me. Then you a hoe. And you in it for the wrong reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if your husband, the man of the house, is not taking care of home, he is supposed to be the provider. You are supposed to be the provider.
Y'all
right?
heard her. Y'all heard her.
And sex is the only reason that you will take care of home. There's something wrong. And it stems from something. If that's how you were taught wrong. And I owe you no apology for that.
Mm-mm.
So, and first of all, like when you get married, you know how he is. So don't be surprised. Right? Don't just jump in it. Don't jump the broom just because you want to jump the broom. Now, it is better to marry than to burn, but don't just jump in it because when you in it, it's not like these celebrities out here who get married 15 times because, you know,
they can afford
it's
to.
a new season. So I'm going to change my clothes. Meaning your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Marriage is sacred between a man and a woman. And when you get married, there are responsibilities that comes with marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You work together. If he loses his job, work together. If she loses her job, work together. But you ain't paying for you to do your responsibilities.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, I mean, yeah, I gave it up.
I want some too.
I want some shoes.
I mean, we talked about this before we started recording. I had a shoe man. I had an electronic. I had a mechanic man. I even had a man for dates. It was this one dude.
Me
I ain't
too.
Gonna say yeah, whenever my friends wanted to double date, I was like, oh, I'm going to call him because he going to pay.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah.
We going to eat good.
Yeah.
And then I ain't got to give him none at the end
Bam,
of the night.
and there it is. I had that one too. And he was not, he was okay looking. He was good enough, but not good enough to take home.
You want to know something sad? And this is a little off subject, but this goes into what my book gonna be about a little bit. I thought I've met two men in my life, which was the date man and it's another man who he was on his way to become a date man because he did good dates too. He paid for him and everything. He even took me out of town. We slept in the same bed and did not touch me. Like great guy.
Yeah.
I felt like they were too good for me. I didn't see myself as a prize. So I didn't give them what they deserved because they were great men. Like even to this day, if I see them on social media and what they got going on with their life, I know one of them married, the other one, I don't know what he got going on, but they are great men. They were great men. And back then I didn't know how to receive that.
So they were your professors.
Yeah. Because I literally, the one who took me, that slept in the same bed with me and didn't touch me, I told him, I said, you're too good for me. Like, just the family that he came from. He came from, like, a church family. Like, they were very, like, close-knit. I went to school with his sister. Like, we was in the same grade. I want to say we graduated together. She graduated a year after me. But, like his family, they had lived in this big house. They just, and I'm this hood girl, like, yeah, no, y'all not going to be talking about me. Yeah, right. Sir, you too good for me. I will mess you up.
So you built that up in your mind. No one told you that you weren't good enough. You thought to yourself because of your life.
I wasn't good enough.
That you weren't good enough because you didn't know how to receive love. Parents, love your children. Tell them that you love them. Tell them.
Because that's what it's not.
Yeah.
I told you the title.
Yeah. We're going to keep that locked down. Keep that locked down.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the professor and I, we were good friends, and he made it a point to let me know it doesn't matter what you go through, I'm here for you, and I want nothing from you. Nothing.
That was good that y'all was able to have that relationship after
for
everything y'all had done been through.
Yeah, now, him couldn't handle it.
Of course not.
Yeah, because there's somebody that I could go to. I mean, but it wasn't even like that. It was a really good friendship. We learned. We grew together. We grew together. So, yeah. But, yeah, I absolutely called him. Plus, I knew he would, that little thing.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case. You gonna make sure I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, he got that rocket
in
pocket.
Yeah, Lucille. know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lucille. You know? Or Christine.
All right, whatever you needed to be, he had her. Just in case.
He was my protector. I knew that I could call him. Like, there were times where he was like, that's the last time.
So are y'all still friends?
We absolutely are.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
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 Now, I was going to do a little plot twist in there. I'm like, okay, my plot twist was, okay, so is the professor the current husband?
Oh, no.
Okay, did y'all spin a block? Okay,
Oh,
no. Okay.
I do know this from our conversations and the lessons learned that we would have never made it married.
Okay.
Because I would have always thought in the back of my head, he doing what he doing, and he going to hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not that person now, but I didn't know that. So I never had it in my mind, after all was said and done, that I would ever be back in a relationship or we could even get married. I would have been too, like, flinching or, scared.
Yeah.
Like, is he going to, get a memory and just, like, get a flashback and just be like,
yeah.
If I say something, is he going to come at me? So.
But it's still good that y'all able to be friends.
For sure.
A lot of people can't be friends after that type of.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, because when I say he hurt me. And even I had abortions out of fear. He didn't want children.
Does he have children now?
He does.
Oh, wow.
He's a granddad, too.
Oh,
yeah. So,
okay, yes.
yeah. But then it was like, what am I going to do with a child?
Yeah.
What? I don't want. No, he had a daughter during that time. Right. So his daughter and my oldest son used to play together. He didn't want any more children. I said that incorrectly. He didn't want any more children, and I think it was he didn't want them with me, and that was kind of a control type thing. Because if I didn't, then there was going to be a problem. Oh, you're going to get this abortion. We're not doing that.
I got one of my friends I need to interview on something like that, because she literally just told me a story a few days ago about a man controlling her in that way, and her story need to get out, because men are
they can be.
They can be. Not all.
Not all.
But they can be. Like,
women too.
Women too.
Because you're going to give it up so I can get that baby. You're going to give it up so I can get
men and women trap people.
Yeah. Honey trap. Don't get caught up.
Please don't.
Don't get caught up.
Please don't. So what message do you want readers, especially survivors, to walk away with after reading your story?
That there is healing after trauma, like we mentioned earlier. There's healing. You can have a better life. Trauma does not have to control you. Trauma can be triggered. You can be trapped by your trauma. It is a cage that you are in, and you already have the key to get out. I want you to understand, if you are in a relationship with someone who is hurting you and or your children, get out. Be strategic and get out. You do not have to stay. And baby, somebody will love you with all those kids. Sir, somebody will love you even if you were molested or raped. Ma'am, daughter, son, you can have peace after it all. And even your journey coming out of it, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because you're going to want to go back, because it's a place that you are familiar with, and it's the devil you know versus the one you don't know. Well, how about the God you know and the devil that you've already defeated? Walk away. When I left him, I left. And that's how my life changed. I left. I put him out all the other times where he left. But when I left the situation and left everything, that's when it broke. And I was like, oh. I had the best sleep of my life. The best sleep of my life. I didn't even know I snored until that night. It rumbled through the house. And it's freeing. It's freeing. And you can do it. Don't be afraid. You've been walking in fear too long. You've been sitting on the sideline too long, watching your life year after year after year crumble before you. My success did not come just because I have a great husband. My success did not come just because I know God, but God is the source. My success came because I chose to be successful. It's a mindset.
It is.
I chose to be free. I chose to love me more than I loved the situation. I chose to love me more than the fear that I felt. That's what my success is. And hope.
I love that.
You gotta love yourself.
You do have to love yourself.
Yeah.
And you hit the nail on the head. Being successful is a choice. When you have that mindset change and you choose to be different, whether it's not being toxic like your family, or leaving a toxic relationship, or even leaving a toxic friendship, because people don't talk about how friendships can be toxic as well.
Yes.
It is definitely a mindset change. A lot of people are not successful because we don't choose to be. We choose every day to get up and go work a 9 to 5 to make somebody else rich. Because granted, our upbringing made us feel like we have to. But once you change that mindset and you step out on faith and you know and believe that you can do it, of course pray about it for sure. Talk to God about it. Make sure it's the right thing to do. But also when you have that mindset change, your whole life changes.
Yes.
We talked about this before we started filming. Just little things like no longer sitting on the phone gossiping about people.
It is.
That don't do nothing. That don't bring nothing to my life. I want to talk about things that's going to bring more success and more, everything I'm trying to achieve to my life. Like sitting back doing the same thing I've always done is the reason my life has always been the way it was. But the moment you decide to make a change, and you're very consistent with the change you want to make, and you're very, what's the word I want to use for it? Intentional. And you wake up every day and you're intentionally like, you know what? I'm not going to be that person I was. I'm going to keep on this road. Oh, your life will change for the better. It's not going to be instant.
No, it's not. And it takes 21 days to form a habit. Good or bad. Right? If you get to day 15 and you relapse, it's okay. Keep pushing. Sometimes that's the thing. We give up because we mess up.
Too easily.
And success doesn't always mean money. Right? My success is my happiness. My success is my wonderful marriage. My success is my children. My success is being here with you. Had I not written the book and met the woman behind the camera, had I not walked away, I would have never met you.
Yeah.
And my life is the better because of you. You are a seed that's been planted in my life.
Don't you start this. We not crying no
Baby,
more.
listen.
We not crying no more.
When I tell a person I love them, and if I say you my daughter, you're my daughter.
Don't make me cry.
No.
You know I got mommy issues.
Yeah,
Don't
I know.
make me cry.
But that's what it is. And you got to be real with yourself. Let me share this with y'all. Because of the hurt that I went through, the cheating, the having babies by other women while we're still married, everything I went through, I had a bad relationship with women. All women, not just women of color. I associated my hurt with all the women that he cheated on me with. And I didn't even have a good relationship with my sisters because of that. That was the source. You have to identify the source, right? You got a leaky faucet. It's not going to, stop leaking if you don't find the source of the leak, right? So I was drowning in hurt. I was dying because of hurt. But it took the love of God and the joy of the Lord, and for me to love myself, to be able to have a relationship with a woman without wondering, is she gonna sleep with my husband?
People don't realize when you cheat, that opens up a world of trauma that not only affects the person you're cheating on, but it affects the way they move in the world. Because you do have that complex. I've been cheated on a plethora of times, and it did create this complex. Like, I don't know who to talk to. Are you sleeping with my husband? Are you sleeping with my husband? I don't want to make no friends because I don't know which one of y'all heifers sleeping with.
Exactly.
Like, it does create that complex. Like, I don't know. No, I don't need no friends because you probably done slept with my husband, or you thinking about sleep. Yeah, that is a real thing. In the same way with men, that's why they don't want to be around other men, because you looking at my wife?
Right.
You trying to sleep with my wife?
And they get instant attitude.
Instant.
And you probably want to cheat.
Okay.
And you probably want to cheat.
You probably the one out here doing it. You sitting out here blaming everybody else, and you out here doing the dirt.
And it's so funny what you said, because there was this movie, I don't even know the name of it. If I did, I wouldn't say it. But there was all these ladies in the room, and there was a woman and her husband. She found out her husband had cheated on her with one of the ladies in the room. So she said, if you haven't slept with my husband, stand up. Nobody stood. No one stood. They had all slept with her husband.
This is why God changed my heart, because the old me, I would have shot the whole room up.
Right, how about that?
Because what?
Thank God for deliverance.
Okay, because that would have set me off. Everybody?
Everyone.
I would have kindly walked to the door, locked the door, and just set the whole room on fire. Something would have happened. Because what?
But let me tell you.
And y'all all sitting in the room with me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But let me tell you where growth comes in. So in the book, I tell you about how I went to court with him for child support with the woman that he cheated on me with and had a baby with her, right? I didn't get mad at her because he worked a job at night where he had the freedom to have this whole other family and I not know. I said, I'm not mad at you because you fell in love with him. So I understand that. But now that you know, it's going to be hard for you to let go. But I promise you, he would never leave me for you. So you should just back away now. She didn't. She did not. Until he crushed her in court. Part of me wanted to say, I told you so. But what I told her, I said, if your son ever needs anything, do not go lacking. You can call me because you have my number. She rejected that. Because
she was heartbroken that he
she
chose
was
you over her.
But I told her, maybe if he was going to leave me, he would have left me already. Why do you think he's still coming home? That's
a conversation for the side chicks, because I still don't understand how in 2025 we have women out here willing to be side chicks under the false pretenses that a man is going to leave his wife for you. Don't you think if he wanted to leave her, he would have left her when he first slept with you? And then his year, I know a lady who's somebody's side chick, and her excuse is, oh, he don't like his wife. He don't really want to be with her. He's there for the kids. And I'm just like, but you've been his side chick for years. You don't think he would have been left her if that's what he wanted to do?
Don't you think that you deserve more and better?
You deserve. I made a video about this when people tried to come in my comments like, oh, well, some people don't think, they don't want to have more. They like being the second. And I'm just like, why? Like, you don't want better for yourself?
Right. Some people have commitment issues.
They do, but that don't mean you go mess up somebody else's situation.
Exactly.
You find you another person with commitment issues, and y'all have commitment issues together.
Yeah. But let me say this. I Lie for You captures a lot of what we're talking about, right?
It does.
But one thing I want you to understand is don't go out here chasing this woman that he cheated on you with. Don't go chasing this man that she cheated on, because you don't know how they ended up together.
You don't know what lies was told to start the situation.
Exactly, to my point. So you either gonna stick it out knowing what you know, forgive them and try again, or you're gonna walk away. Because going trying to fight these women because you trying to steal my honey, they can't steal nothing that is yours.
Okay.
He either with you or he not. She either with you or she not. You know what I mean? So why are they cheating? Y'all need therapy. Black people, go see a therapist.
ASAP.
Go see a therapist.
ASAP.
Men, go see a therapist.
ASAP.
Take your children because it affects your children too.
It does, and people don't realize. Kids know more than you think they know.
Yeah, my oldest son knew almost everything. And I didn't even find out what he knew or what he heard
until later.
Until later on in life.
So what advice would you give someone who's still in that dark place and doesn't know where to start healing?
Read the book. No. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. You say that you don't know, but you do. That was one of the lies I told myself. I lied to myself to convince myself to stay in a relationship. I lied to myself to convince myself that the only way that I could stay in a relationship if I did not share that I was being abused, even though I know that everyone knew because they could see the bruises. Be honest with yourself, and don't be afraid. If he was going to kill you, he would have killed you by now. If she was going to kill you, she would have killed you by now. Walk away. Is it really worth it? It's not. Because you could end up 6 feet under. And that's really, like that night, in the beginning, the flashback, I really thought that I was not going to make it through the night. He beat me like I was a man who came in.
And reading it, knowing you, and like you're so tiny, I'm like,
I was afraid for my life, and I was.
You had every right to be. You had every right to be.
Yeah, it was something, but I am still walking through my healing. I cried writing the book. I did. I got mad writing the book, but when it was all over, I was like, that's freeing. I can read it. And
I'm excited now. Like, I'm really excited to be writing mine because this book helped me.
You should.
It helped me realize, like, you got to let that out.
You got to let it out. And even if you never share your book, which you better, but even if you never share your book with anyone, write it. That's all right. Be hungry, y'all. Write your book. If you have a story on the inside of you, write it. Even if it's just one copy for you to go back and say, I have come this far. Write it. And it's more than a Me Too. We talked about that earlier. It's more than a Me Too. It's I am free. And don't you worry about what your family is going to say. They don't have to read your book.
They don't.
It is more than what that person who you are talking about in a specific situation. So what? They pick up the book. They need to read it. Because they need to know what they did to you.
Most definitely.
If you are the aggressor, stop it.
Stop it now.
Because it's not going to really get you anywhere. You think that you're big and bad, whether you're the woman or the man. You think you're big and bad, but honestly, you're not. And what kind of reward is that? What kind of example is that for your children or your kids or your grandkids or your godchildren? I mean, him was abusive to me. He drugged me down 15 flights of stairs in front of our godchildren and our children. Sheesh. And that's not even the same day. It's a different day. And put me out and said, all y'all can go with her. All of them went with me. And guess what? He ended up being put out the house. Yes.
Jesus.
There's so much I did not share.
It's going to be in a part 2.
Yeah, part 2, y'all.
Part 2.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's... Maybe I lied for you, too. I don't know.
Hey, but that is... Because this is about you lying to yourself now. Okay. So how can family, friends, and communities better support survivors?
Be a sounding board. Pray for them. And don't force them to make a decision based off of what you feel. people wanted me to leave, and I know they wanted to because they would hint. They didn't say why, but they would hint. Why are you with him? Why are you doing this to your children? Why?
Which makes you feel a little shameful.
Yeah, and
like
I was.
ashamed.
I was.
It makes you stay more.
It does. So don't try to force your will upon anyone, even if you know that it is the right thing for them. Be there for them. Don't judge them. Be a support system. Be a support system.
Okay. What are some myths or misconceptions about domestic abuse you want to address?
It's not your fault.
That's important.
Something that you did or said. No, what's in the person who is the abuser, it's in them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not your fault. There's nothing you can do to change them. You have to work on yourself. And they're not doing it because they love you. Because love does not hurt. And that is a big myth.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your fault. So I hope y'all heard her. What's one thing someone has said about your book that really touched you?
So one of the young ladies who read my book, I'm not going to say her name, she said, this is a bestseller. And this is going to help people heal. She said, it really helped me really think about the fact that I was bullied in school. She's older than I am. I was bullied in school, had multiple abusive relationships, and never saw myself as being beautiful. But this helped me. Just reading your book lets me know that I too can be healed. She said, we're going to walk through this thing together. That gave me so much joy.
You know, your book is extremely healing. Like, just me reading your book and just thinking about some things in my life, I was like, oh, I need to change that. I need to heal from that. Because it definitely stirred up some things in me. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was a pain point for myself.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'm telling y'all, it's a good read. It's a, what you say, coffee table talk?
It's a coffee table talk. You pick it up, you read it, and you be like, oh, it's a conversation starter.
Yeah.
And so let me tell you something. Don't be afraid to let your daughters or sons read this book.
Did you just say that?
I did.
And you said your sons can't read
And
the
they
book?
cannot. I'm not changing that. And the reason I say this is because it will provoke conversations. You want to have those conversations. You and I talked about your daughter, right? That situation. She may not be able. 13 and up is what I'm going to say. Have a teen behind that, right? Teen. Let them read it. I was at a book signing at my church, and a young lady, you can tell she is just so smart, right? And she was like, oh, look, what is this about? And she turned it over. And she said, oh, I want to read this. I said, well, honey, I don't know if it's okay. She said, no, my mother will let me read it. I said, well, go get your mom. And if she's okay with you reading it, I'm okay with selling it to you. Her mom came. She said, oh, yeah, she reads all types of books. And then we talk about them, right? So then my pastor came out, and she was like, well, you might want to read it first because there's some things in there because it's going to provoke a conversation. Her mom said, good. We need to have conversations and stop being afraid to talk to our children.
That's important.
Very important.
Because a lot of people are. That's why these children don't know much of nothing, but they think they know everything.
Everything.
Because people don't have those conversations.
Exactly.
Oh, man. So what's next for you? More writing, more acting, or something new?
All of the above.
Yes.
Yes, all of the above. I am actually working on a whole book about the him experience.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll be based off of my story, but I'm gonna put a little fluff in there.
Okay.
Something that you can be in the bed at night.
I can't wait for that one.
What happened next?
Can I give you a suggestion on a book?
Yes.
I want you to write a book about being loved properly. Now that you have that love.
Yes, we could do one together. And I'm not playing.
Okay. Let me get into my author bag.
Yeah. Think about some chapters, the name of some chapters. We don't even need to know the name of a book right now because God will give it to us. We write it together. Okay. And even the one that's behind the camera who has written books. Y'all, she looking away like she not the only other person in this room.
Right.
we can let's do it together.
Okay.
Let's do it together. I'm excited about that.
No, I'm excited about that too.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yeah. 2027. Look for it.
There we go. Yeah, because we got a lot of them.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
You too can be on this podcast. Reach
Okay.
out, y'all. Reach out.
Period. So, where can listeners, even though you already told them, but where can they find your book and stay connected with your journey?
You can stay connected. I am on Facebook. Authoress C.D. Hyson. That's C like Charlie, D like Delta, Hyson, Hyson. You can purchase my books on my landing page, cdhyson.gumroad. It'll be right here on the bottom of the screen, right? .com. And then also my web site should be released soon, and it's CD's Book Nooks.
Ooh, yes.
CD's Book Nooks. So you can find all of my books up there. I write children's books as well. Yep, and you can stay connected. I'm on YouTube, Storytime with Miss Clarissa. And I have a podcast that I really need to start back up doing because there's some old books up there, girl. But it's Storytime with Miss Clarissa. You can look me up, Google me, and you'll find me.
Yes. Well, I appreciate you for joining us.
You.
I appreciate you for sharing your story. I appreciate you the book. I'm telling you, it's a healing book. Make sure you grab you a copy ASAP, because I just she gonna sell out.
Yeah.
She's gonna sell out, then she gonna get some more, but she gonna sell out. She gonna sell out again. So make sure you get it before she sell out the first time. Matter of fact, you be the reason she sold out.
Yeah.
Get one for you, your mama, your cousins. Get one for everybody you know needs some healing.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I need to get one and send it to my brother in New Jersey.
There you go.
Yep. But y'all, this has been another great episode of Beyond Normal with Mya Lamis. I appreciate you for watching, listening. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and have the day you deserve. Be blessed, y'all.
Be blessed.